Alright, we're going to be doing an overview today on how to set up your basic wedding reception setup here. We've got a mixing board, we've got our 2 speakers. This could be used for, like I said, a wedding reception or maybe a small DJ event. So we're going to start off with our power. We're going to run our IEC into our mixer here. We'll make sure that's secure. We'll hand the power off to Nathan here. And while he's doing that, we're going to go ahead and set up this speaker here on the side. We're using our JBL Eon 10-inch speakers here. Go for it. Alright, so when we run in power to those today, please also use your IECs.
I'm going to take the standard IEC right here. It's on the back of the speaker. We've also got an on-off switch right there. Also, if you check out any of our other videos on YouTube, it goes over the outputs and inputs and also the mic line levels and all that kind of good stuff.
Alright, so we're going to grab our input here for XLR. And you're going to plug it into this back port right here. And you run your XLR either down and around your speaker stand or however you need to do it. Get this a little untangled here. Alright, and so this is the DJ's left side. So you'll bring it back here. You'll put the female into your left. And we'll get our other side set up here. Do you have XLR? Okay, cool.
Just gonna do the same thing right here. Run it down. Back into.
Alright. Into our right side. Okay. We've got our power on our board here. You can see that this is muted. Alright. So we're gonna cut power on our speaker here. Go ahead. You got power? Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to run our 1/4 to 1/8 inch here. Get that ready. If you want to start setting up the microphone and kind of explain that, I'll get this ready here.
Alright, just got your regular power cord right here. Goes in right here. Plug that up. And this antenna you're gonna put in, it's got a little notch that goes in there, and then you twist it around. You want these facing at a 90-degree angle right there.
Awesome. Awesome. So we'll power this on right here. We've got the receiver working. All right. You can see the frequencies on 578.4. And so we'll cut on our transmitter here. And hopefully it'll be on the same frequency, and it is. We'll close that up, and we'll get our ear set mic here. Now what I've done here with the 1/4 to 1/8 inch is I've plugged the 2/4 inputs into the line 5 and 6. So what that does is now I'll play some music here on my phone. Yes. And you can adjust the fader however loud or soft you need to. We'll bring that back down. Right here is our main mix, our master faders, and you want to keep those at unity, which is 0. See how the white line is lined up there. We'll go ahead and pause our music here. We'll continue to set this up. Get our ear set plugged in here. Alright. Cool. If you want to run the XLR for me. Right here. I'll run into 1 right here.
Alright. Gonna go in right here. Run back in over here. You said it's going in 1?
Yeah, 1.
It's on top of the board.
Yeah. Not bad. Right there.
Awesome. So now we've got our 1 in. Let's see. Check. Okay, cool.
Feedback.
It was really loud. A lot of feedback there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start our gain knob right here. Is that -10? Check, 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 1, 2. So what we're going to do is you want to pull it up. Check, 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 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Hello, that's feedback. All right. So we want to go until we see that clip light.
Which will be fine on that.
Which I think that is pretty good. Which is
So now this would be a great time to go over some EQ with you guys. If you press this low button, that feedback that you're hearing is actually going to be a little bit better or worse depending on where you have it. If you have it down, it's supposed to be a low cut. And then you also have control over high, mid, and low frequency. So since we're right by the speakers, we need to cut a decent amount of low and mid. So now that he's back just a couple inches, we can get a decent amount of gain.
check, 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 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Come out
No
here.
feedback. All right. Cool.
But with any of those mics, if you get close to speakers, which where he's at, you can go ahead and try to talk a little bit.
Check,
Should be
check, 1, 2.
A ton of feedback here. But
Ton of feedback.
now we've got it EQ'd out to where we don't have as much.
That's it.
And we have the compressor set to where it sets, to where it's compressing, which means it's keeping it from getting much louder at a very low rate. You could always turn this up or down depending on what you need to do. So you can go ahead and hit
Check.
it kind of hard.
Check, 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 1, 2.
And you can hear it sounds pretty horrible.
Pretty
so we're
distorted.
Gonna go back down.
Check, 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 1, 2.
And we're
Check, 1,
clipping
2.
out down here, so hit it hard again.
Check, 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 1, 2.
So that
Check,
means we need to adjust our gain down. we're
check,
not
check,
clipping
check,
out.
check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
So now that we have it down to where it's not clipping as much, now we can get a little bit more.
Get a little bit more right there. Check, 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 1, 2.
And if you weren't near your speakers, you could get a ton of gain. But since we're pretty close, this is about
Check,
as loud
check,
as we
check,
can get.
1, 2.
And then the only other thing that we might show you is our pan. This would make it to where it only comes out of the left or the right speaker.
Check, 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 1, 2 on the right side. We'll bring it over to the left side. Check, 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 1, 2. And now we're back in the middle.
And middle is right in the middle.
That's it.
The auxes you do not need to use unless you have to have a monitor. If you did, this would be for each channel, and then your master control would be over here. So this is the master aux in for overall. So if this is turned down, none of these red knobs would matter. If this is turned all the way up, then you could just barely turn this up because you have the master turned up so loud. So we urge you to keep it somewhere near the middle, near unity, to where you don't have to run these nearly as hard. Think of anything else to add?
I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
All right.
Want to give us some music to fade out?
Yeah, let me get you some music.
This is the last $20 I got, but I'ma have a good time rolling tonight. So the bartender line up some shots.